feel like I want to learn the piano after doing that.
I know. It's
I
very
can't, though.
calming. I like it. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and I'm Logan Westrope. You're
Just my
Gianna
name.
Golly.
Yeah, we're getting there. Anyway, welcome to our show Off the Clock. You can find us streaming here on the 2822 Now app every weekday morning starting at 7 a.m.
Yeah, and this is a great way to get a quick look at all the top national and local headlines, trending stories, and of course we'll talk about the full weekend weather forecast in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we're even
Gianna.
getting a little festive.
We are, yes. Our production assistant Zach over there decorated our set, so
We're
thank
adding
you, Zach.
some touches. Let us know.
He stole it from Chris
your thoughts.
Bohinski's set, but don't tell Chris.
We're
okay?
not going to tell them. All right,
Yeah.
keep it a secret from PA Live. All right, let's get a look at your top local headlines. The three candidates at the Lackawanna County Commissioner's special election debate faced off last night. The debate was relatively civil, with Tom Welby, Chet Murley, and Michael Capolini each making their case to voters. Topics included data center development, the county tax reassessment, and the state budget. A Bethlehem man died in an accidental fall off of a cliff in Lackawanna County. Police say the body of Zachary Coughlin was found at the edge of the cliff known as the Top of the World in the Lost Trails area of Dunmore Tuesday. After an extensive search, authorities warn that hikers that take on that terrain should be careful. It's extremely dangerous on foot, and anyone who decides to hike the area should not take any unnecessary risk. Well, Magisterial District Judge of Bradford County, Jonathan Wilcox, is accused of violating conduct standards and the state constitution. He is currently suspended without pay after investigators say he allegedly had an inappropriate relationship with a defendant. And now to a look at your top national headlines. Current and former NBA players and coaches were arrested Thursday, charged in connection to two major gambling investigations. The Portland Trailblazers head coach and Miami Heat guard are among more than 30 people charged. The FBI says the coach was involved with rigging poker games across the country while the backing of the mafia. The player is accused of using insider information to place bets. With the Senate adjourned for the weekend, the government shutdown will now stretch into a new week. Yesterday, lawmakers failed to advance a Republican-backed measure that would pay federal employees, military members, and contractors who have continued to work during the shutdown, now in its 24th day. President Trump announced on social media overnight that trade talks with Canada are off. It follows the release of an ad by the country targeting U.S. tariffs. The move comes as earlier in the week, Canada's Prime Minister set a goal to double his country's exports to countries outside the U.S. because of the threat posed by Trump's tariffs.
And a little bit colder this morning, Gianna, as you're heading out the door. So, yeah, temperatures are pretty much starting off into the 30s, but at least it's been quiet for that morning ride to work and school. Satellite and radar showing, you can see it's still that upper level system that we've been talking about the past several days, rinse and repeat pattern, as we'll still look for a few spotty showers later this afternoon. Otherwise, some breaks of sun this morning before those clouds start to kind of overtake the sky here a little bit later on. As we look at temperatures currently into the 30s, 39 Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 34 in Mount Pocono, 30 Lehighton, and currently at 39 in Lock Haven. And those winds are still pretty light for the most part, so it's not super chilly as you're heading out, at least. Though sometimes when it's super windy and super gusty, it can feel a lot colder, but we will see those winds range anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour as we go throughout the rest of the day. And overall this morning for the bus stop, a little bit colder. We're into the 30s, but we will at least have some peaks of sun before those clouds start to return, and we do have the chance for a few showers. Will that continue this weekend? Will we get that stubborn area of low pressure out of here? We'll talk about that coming up, Gianna, in just a few minutes.
All right, that's what we're not sure about. Big question mark there.
Yes, the big question mark.
Will ever come home from vacation feeling like you need another? Yeah,
Yep.
a lot, right, Logan?
Yep.
Turns out maybe you're doing it wrong.
And why travel experts say you may want to forget the jam-packed schedule, and doing nothing might actually be the key to recharging when Off the Clock returns.
All right, let's get a look at some top trending stories. Black Friday is coming up, but shoppers might already be way over it. A new survey from AlixPartners says consumers are feeling discount burnout. They say after months of early deals and summer saving events, people are not as hyped for the big shopping days anymore. Instead, many say they are focusing more on quality and value, not just the biggest markdown. And with job market jitters and lingering inflation, retailers are bracing for a softer holiday season. So here's the question. Do you even still go Black Friday shopping?
Do you?
I do. I used to love going when it was back, like, you would get done watching maybe some football, a movie on Thanksgiving, and then you'd head right to the stores.
Yeah.
Now they don't even open until Friday early morning.
So you were one of those overnight shoppers like my mom. Okay.
Probably ran into her a couple times, Logan.
Yeah, but honestly though, like you would be out till like 4 a.m. shopping.
I was exhausted, get a little coffee.
Oh my goodness.
A little pick-me-up. I've lost a couple coats here or there.
Oh wow. And it's insane,
and it was packed. It used to be crazy, especially if you're, like the Walmart times.
Yeah.
The TVs, I feel like that was the whole big thing.
Yeah.
There'd be lines around the malls.
That's true. Yeah, I definitely don't do that anymore.
No.
If anything, I'll go during the day. And I feel like even Black Friday shopping has kind of changed just in the past 10, 15 years. Like it's not like as busy as it used to be, especially with Amazon and all
Everything
the overnight, or the online stuff. So
That's for sure.
How about this? Remember when playing outside was an all-day event, and that included climbing trees, riding bikes, or grass stains you wore like badges of honor? Well, a new University of Michigan study found those days are fading fast. 1 in 10 young kids rarely play outside, sometimes just once a week, or not at all. Experts blame busy schedules, screens, and parents who worry too much about safety. But they say those scraped knee adventures are exactly what build confidence, resilience, and problem-solving skills. So when was the last time you actually went outside just for fun?
Oh, it's been so long. But my childhood was all about going out for fun. Like when we go to my grandparents' house. Oh, we thought we were going to live on their front porch for our entire lives.
Yeah. Did not work out,
we could just go to the dollar store, put a sheet up for the winter when it gets cold, and we're set.
Yeah, like kind of camping out, glamping, I guess, right?
Glamping, right?
Yes, at least you knew the inside was right there if you needed to get to the kitchen or, go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it was perfect. So. Like, you couldn't get it any better.
Yeah, no, I feel like just being outdoors, that was like my walk with Cece yesterday. So
Aww,
getting outside. I try to do that, though, because I think it is important, to be outside, especially when we're stuck inside
We're
this
inside
studio.
here. I was just going to say, Logan,
All
the first
day.
thing I do when I get home is try to get some fresh air.
Yeah.
And same thing even coming into work because, you're inside a building all day.
And we literally get up, get in our car, and the amount of fresh air we get is like 2 minutes, so if that.
It's important.
Yep.
All right, ever notice how you never sleep quite right the first night somewhere new? A hotel, a friend's couch, maybe even a camping trip. Well, science says you're not imagining it. It's called first night effect. When you're away from home, only one half of your brain actually fully falls asleep. Wow, that's interesting. I never knew that. The other stays on guard just in case. It's a built-in survival mechanism, kind of like your brain pulling the night shift for security. Even some animals do this. That's why a simple creak of the floor or flick of a light switch can wake you up when you're sleeping somewhere new. Have you ever noticed this? Or do you sleep like a rock anywhere you are? That's me.
Yeah.
That is me.
Sometimes, honestly, the hotel mattresses are like a little bit nicer.
I sleep the best on vacation. I could fall asleep right now if I needed to.
Yeah. How about we just end the show and go take a nap?
Take like a 2-second.
That'd be perfect.
There we go. 1 minute nap time.
It was actually hard to open my eyes there for a second.
Did anything happen there? I don't know.
No, but
Half of us is on
I
guard.
definitely, sometimes it depends because sometimes if it's loud, like in your hotel and you hear like the door shutting or the people running down the hall, I get that. It's not as easy, but yeah, if you're, at a resort and it's kind of more secluded, not as busy,
and
then
nice, right?
yeah, I can be out like that.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, well, how about this? Talking about sleep, and if you're counting sheep every night, your bedroom might be part of the problem. As sleep experts at Harvard say, one of the biggest mistakes people make is keeping a TV in the bedroom. And your bed she says, should be only for two things, sleep and intimacy. That way your body knows climbing into bed means lights out, no Netflix episode. Or she also says if you can't fall asleep in 15 minutes, get up, move around, reset your mind. Tossing and turning just teaches your body to associate bedtime with frustration. And if you're wondering how much rest you should be getting, adults should be getting around 7 hours, which I was reading that incorrectly because I definitely don't get that.
I know.
Teens 8 to 10. So what's keeping you up at night? Your screens, your stress, or just that one thing that you can't stop binging, that one show? But yeah, I stopped there because I was like, wait, I don't think I'm getting 7. So I think I'm getting 6.
Those 7 hours, I'm like right there with you, Logan,
Yeah.
with the 6 hours. I mean, it depends on the night and how tired I am, you know, but I'm a sucker for keeping the TV on, I have to say.
Yeah, or
I
brain
fall
rotting on our
category to
phones.
that.
So,
Yes, it's
yeah.
not good. I know.
Don't brain rot. Yeah.
We need
it's not worth
Tom's
it.
influence.
Yeah, Tom's the one that's in bed.
He keeps his phone way out of the bedroom.
Yeah, he gets
Smart.
like 8-9 hours of sleep, and then there's us, so try to stay
Dragging
awake.
in
But I
here
feel like
towards-
this time of year with the sun setting earlier in the night, that it helps us, it kind of gets our mind ready to go, and it feels so much later, by 7 o'clock.
It does,
so.
and you're ready to get to bed.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, when you think vacation, do you think relaxation or a color-coded schedule that needs its own spreadsheet? Travel experts say we're doing it all wrong because the best vacations might be the ones where not much happens. A new study highlighted by Inside Hook found that slow travel, where you skip the itinerary and just be, can lower stress hormones and boost creativity. In fact, you don't even need to fly across the world to unplug. Sometimes the real escape is simply letting yourself do nothing for once. So, would you rather check off the bucket list or just turn your brain off for a bit? So I am big with turning my brain off for a bit. I think especially in a job where we work in a very high stress, high strung, industry, and there's a lot of movement, a lot of stuff happening. When I hit the weekend, I am
Done.
just shut off,
Yeah, I know, and I agree.
You
I
need
feel
that recharge.
sometimes I think for a vacation, like if you're going away for a week, like it's kind of nice to get all the things done and then kind of like set all right, so let's do all the stops that we wanted to do, and then you can kind of set a few days to like do nothing. But also, I do love those long weekends where you kind of just plan to maybe go up to, the Finger Lakes or whatever, just kind of relax and just like not do too much, not have a schedule, which is great.
Well, I think there's this, maybe you'll agree with me, like a guilty, pressure to, if you're going to go somewhere, you don't want to sit in the hotel room all day. You want to get out and do things.
Yeah.
So I understand like the feeling of check, 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 and go here and go there, but
Yeah.
I want the energy to do it.
Yeah, but sometimes I think like if you're like, oh, let's just check out the area spontaneously, I think that might be a little bit more relaxing than if you're
I'm like that.
I gotta
I
hit
have
all
to-
these points.
Yes,
so.
like at a certain time.
Yeah.
I get a TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So just go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Vacation, yeah, we're on vacation. We like it. All right.
Yes.
Off the clock, we'll be right back with your forecast after the break.
That's not vacation, does it sound
I
like?
know it doesn't.
Welcome back, everyone, on this Friday morning. Out the door, quiet start as you're heading out for work and school. Live look right now from our Scranton camera, and conditions have been pretty quiet overnight. We've had at least a partly cloudy sky. Right now, 39 for Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 34 Mount Pocono, 39 for Hazleton, 36 Bloomsburg, and Lock Haven also into the upper 30s. And those temperatures are certainly running a little bit colder compared to this time yesterday. 5, 10, even 15 degrees colder in some spots. As we look at the radar, you can see not a whole lot going on here across northeastern central Pennsylvania. But with that said, though, we will have the chance for a few spotty showers a little bit later on today. For a wider view, you can see this upper level disturbance over the Great Lakes in Canada once again giving us this rinse and repeat pattern for today, where at least we'll have some breaks of sun early, but then the clouds start to overtake the sunshine, and we will have the chance for a few showers a little bit later on. Wind's not bad. We're out of the south and west, 5-10 miles per hour here as we go throughout the day. Overall, expecting more clouds and sunshine, especially going into the afternoon, along with a chance for a few showers possible. Temperatures into the mid-50s. And then for tonight, partly cloudy and a chilly night with lows into the mid-30s. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. So for Saturday, we'll expect more clouds and sun. Then for Sunday, partly sunny. We're into the lower 50s. Monday, also partly sunny. Low 50s before the clouds start to return here for Tuesday. And then by Wednesday into Thursday, Gianna will have another chance for some rain. Temperatures now into the lower and mid 50s. Now that I do the forecast, can I go on vacation?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Or take a nap?
You're good. Get out of here before those cold temperatures.
Get out of here? I got to get to the airport.
Go ahead, Logan. I'll drop you off. Let's go. As long as I can come.
Then we're both off the clock.
All right. Time to go. Not quite. Time to have some fun and answer some questions.
All right, I'll stick around for this then.
All right.
All right, we're going to do a Get to Know Us segment, and the first question being, what do you look forward to most every day? Planning my vacation.
It's like, what a question that is.
No, honestly, I do love my job. I love coming into work. You and Tom and all the production crew make this such a fun time. So I do love my work, but also want to sneak in vacation here.
Sneak in a
and there, too.
vacation,
So
right.
Now that we're on the topic of it, I feel like we got to keep that going.
I know.
How about you?
Going home isn't quite a vacation. I would say eating. I love to eat.
Eating?
So I look forward to my lunch, my dinner, my snacks.
I can
I'm
second
thinking right
that.
now, what am I going to get?
Yeah,
you know, for
I know.
lunch or whatever time of the day.
And with you just saying that, my stomach is growling
Growling,
too.
right?
And I'm supposed to go to the gym.
Forward to food.
Tempting to not get breakfast.
All right,
yeah.
a workout on a light stomach.
Oh, gosh. I think this might be yours, right?
Okay, yeah. What's a phrase your parents use? Thanks for the cue there, Logan. That you
It's
now
good.
catch yourself saying. So, what's something your parents have said that now, you say? Ooh, I don't know if there's
don't
one
know.
for me on this. So my mom has this one saying, and she's watching right now. She wouldn't know right away, but she likes to say things like with a warning, like "I'm just saying." So when we were kids, growing up, we kind of had this like extra emphasis on like, I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
This is happening. Make sure you get this done.
This was like your alert. Like,
this
hello.
was like the alert.
Yes.
I don't
Oh
know
my
if I
goodness.
like say that too much, but I think I could sense myself going in that direction.
Yeah, I don't know actually off the top of my head. I
you
have
have
to think
one?
about this a little bit more, but I'm sure there's things that, my mom would probably be watching now and she'd be like, oh, like Logan, these are some of the things I've heard you say that I used to say, but nothing's ringing a bell in my
I know.
mind.
All right, think
Because
about
I'm on
it.
vacation.
You're still away.
If you could teleport right now, where would you go? Let's see.
Do you want to be somewhere warm, somewhere cold?
Yeah, I do love the beach. I love
Yeah.
the tropics. Put me at a Caribbean island. I'll be good. Yeah, how about you?
My bed.
Right now, Gianna's like, I need to go
My
to bed.
favorite place on earth.
So-
Seriously.
and
I
you have a
love
rude
it.
awakening every day
That's
at 2
it.
o'clock when that alarm
Exactly.
goes
I don't get to
off,
enjoy it
so.
anymore.
Oh,
All right,
yes.
what is one thing on your bucket list?
Gianna's going to sleep, right? For me, I don't know. I'd like to do a lot more traveling, especially like internationally. So I think that would be fun. But also, there's so many great places in the United States too that nationally I'd like to travel to. I've really never been to the West Coast, so
Okay.
at that point, I would like to make a trip out that way.
Same here, Logan. I've never been like California, nothing. No.
I went to Phoenix one time in Arizona, but that was like the farthest west I've ever been. I was at a conference, but even that, like, I didn't get to really explore too much
Not
because
really
I was at a
do.
conference.
I was going to
so.
say, and be around too much of the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll be right back with our question of the day and your forecast. All right, before we go, it's time for today's question of the day.
Yeah, and that question is, what's one thing you do now your kid self would never believe? And I think that would be really talking a lot because I was very more introverted when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was never the one to raise my hand in class. I was always very reserved, but now I think being in TV has made me become more extroverted. So
Yeah,
now
and have to
you're
be in that public spotlight all the time.
now everybody at home's like, Logan, please stop talking. Yes, so.
Logan.
How about Gianna says feels the same way as everybody
No,
else.
absolutely not.
What would you say?
You're great at talking. Being
Thanks.
on TV, absolutely. I mean, as a kid, you would never think growing up this would be, you might have a dream job by the time you get to a certain age.
Yeah,
As a
yeah.
child, no. You
No.
watch the TV, you see the newscasters, but you
I
never
agree.
think it's going to be you.
Yep, and one last check of the forecast. I know we have like 2 seconds, but we're in the 50s pretty much on to next week. See, I'm talking too
All
much.
that talking.
All that talking. We'll see you later.
Yeah.